Alright guys, in this video we're going to be building a hitch bumper for the back of the fifth wheel so I can pull my boat. I'm going to do some other videos coming up about pulling double, but as you can see here, hopefully you can hear me in the wind, I would never pull on this bumper. This is meant to haul a shitter tube, and that's about it. This is actually one of the better, mounted shitter tube bumpers I've seen. It does have square tubing, so I'm sure it would hold a little weight, but I would definitely not trust anything on it. So I got that beefier 4x4 square tubing by 3/16 that I will put basically right on top of this one, and then these are the frame rails, obviously, trying to hold this skirting up, and then I will run side supports down that frame rail. Probably put at least one grade 8 bolt in it, and then throw some welds on it also. So I'm gonna have to notch up right here for that tubing I have back there and get her all tied in. So we'll go back over here and show you what I got. I did a little cutting on this already, so this is the tubing. 4x4 by, I thought it was 3/16. Maybe it's a quarter. No, it is a quarter. Sorry, it is. This is a quarter. These side rails are 3/16 in the middle. This is a quarter. This is, let me grab my tape and try to give you some prices. It's about $159 for all the steel. So this is, I believe it was 6 foot. So I got 6 foot of the square tubing, and that was $90. And then I got 2 3-footers of this channel, and I also bought this hitch from the steel yard, and that is a 8,000-pound hitch or receiver, whatever the fuck. I always get them mixed up. So 6 foot of this tubing. I got 6 foot, 2 3-foot chunks there, and a 2-foot chunk, just for, I don't know, in case I need to feel the need to put an extra support in, which it probably doesn't need it, but I always like to overdo shit that's gonna matter a lot, I guess. My boat is a 17-foot Lund aluminum boat, this one right here, and the tongue weight is approximately 300 to 350 pounds. Maybe more like 250 to 300. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that heavy. I mean, you can barely lift up the tongue. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not much. But, yeah, that's about as most as I feel comfortable doing. Definitely wouldn't want to get something real heavy. I know I'm gonna do some other videos, but quick tip is, first you want to have a capable truck. I would say 1 ton at least. Secondly, you want to have a fifth wheel. Bumper pulls are not good to double tow with. Thirdly, you want that camper heavy, quite a bit heavier than your second trailer, because if that camper were to be lighter than the boat, it would throw that fucking trailer all over the place. and I'll get into more details on that because I've towed double quite a lot with a lot of different setups. So we'll get into that in a later video, but yeah, those are some quick tips there for you. So I cut a hole through this fucker with my torch. Obviously cut it to length. I cut these to length. The left side of the camper one is just a couple inches longer. I left this one out 3 foot. I had to cut this one a few inches shorter just because of some of the wiring that goes through the frame rail on the camper, and I didn't want to have to try to reroute it and drill holes in this one and all that bullshit. So I just left it there and cut a few inches off that one. So what we're gonna do is we'll slide this right through there, get her all squared up, and with these on the side, flush them up, weld them, and I'm gonna bring a plate, since I'll have this open end right here that I don't want to see. Once I get all finished, I'm gonna cut a plate that goes from the end of that probably out here 3 or 4 inches, just that wide, and then I can weld all inside. Can weld all the way around this to start, and yeah, should be more than plenty. That'll also, besides helping aesthetically, it will help structurally to hold that, tie everything in nice and good. I probably will I have some scrap angle iron, put a piece of angle iron back here and weld that in also. But yeah, so I'm gonna get the Miller Multimatic 200 fired up here. Gonna change plugs here from 120 to 240 volt, or 15 amp to a 30 amp, and that is done fairly easy when you have two hands, but holding the camera makes it a little tougher. Screw that on there. Running some self-shielded wire there. And I'm not sure what I will do. I probably will run this on MIG. I also very much like the stick feature on this machine, and it stick welds very nicely, but I think the MIG is gonna work just fine here. Get that thing in there secure. Shut these back up. Plug this guy into my 30 amp plug in the garage. Definitely need a bigger shop. Overrun in this little shop. Alright, enough bullshit talking. Gonna get the hitch ground down, get the paint ground off of them. I don't even know why the fuck they paint them in the first place. Get some of this other steel cleaned up, get everything on a block or two, and get it all level, and we will get started here. Alright guys, so we got all our cleaning up done. Got everything the way we want it. So we're gonna go ahead and start tacking up and get this thing moving along. Alright guys, we got everything pretty good here. I'm gonna cut a piece of that angle iron for right here, and then I'm gonna cut a piece of that thick shit to go under and then wrap around the front, so I can, that's what I'm gonna use to cap that end and just kind of lock everything in. Pretty much, well, we got the back side of the receiver done. Still got to flip it over, do a couple passes on the front side. Excuse me. But we're trucking along here and we're gonna keep going. Still got daylight left. A little smoky out today, but anyways, so we're just gonna keep on after it here. Alright guys, so we're gonna wrap her up for this one. My phone was being a piece of shit, so I didn't get as much footage as I wanted, but we'll get a lot more when we get going, probably Sunday. Today is Thursday. But we got our side arms welded on. We got those 1/2-inch pieces of angle there in there. Still got to knock some slag and do a little grinding, but yeah, I think that's going to work out good. I feel good about the strength in her. So I just made them 6 inches. Sorry for the shadows, it's getting kind of dark. I was messing around with stick welder on my Multimatic. A lot of times it comes in handy. I just got one weld, the top weld done on that side, so still got a weld down there and under there and on the back side of that. So I'll get some more footage of welding, and still got to finish up our welds, go over that again a few times. Not sure if I'll put any extra support on that one or not. I doubt it needs it. So yeah. So this will be part 1 of the trailer bumper build. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up if you did, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon for part 2. Hopefully we can wrap it up in one more video. I think we can. Getting late, getting dark, and I'm getting tired. So, till next time guys, take care.